looking to hold on to that. And, of course, the Bulls. They just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center position. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. Markkanen finds Carter. Misses the reverse. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
And the scoring mindset of Vucevic, working some real magic driving to the hole and finishing with style.
Ennis misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So we'll see Zach LaVine go to the line here. That's on Evan Fournier. Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots. The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
White dishes to Levine. It's stolen by Vucevic. Three-pointer Augustine. A fresh 14 for Orlando. And it's Gordon missing. Now the Bulls with it. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. Here's White. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Passes to Augustine. Outside Fournier. Here's Ennis. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Porter. It's Chicago with another bucket.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Yes, that goes in.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
Here's White. 20 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And good that time. Far toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the...
Oh, my
great goodness! That was special. Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Markkanen finds White, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
They get a hand on it. Here's Ennis. The Magic again can't hit. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. And the jam by Levine.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Vucevic to the pass to Ennis. Back to Vucevic. Porter with the steal. And Levine, here we go. And White kicks to Carter. The dish now to Levine. Jacks up a 3. Carter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's Levine. Fournier pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Outside, Levine. Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for Chicago. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
They've got Mohamed Bamba. Fultz is out there with Carter Williams. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Birch in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Carter Williams, the pass to Bamba. Now here's Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Birch. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Young passes to Cornette. Here's Hutchison. Here's Satoransky. He's guarded by Ross. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Fultz, no good. Chicago leading by 11. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
LDA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Satoransky, the pass to Dunn. Here's Cornette. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
So for the Bulls, Valentine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison, and it's Harrison in for Satoransky. Birch kicks to Ross. There's the pass to Bamba. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Birch, and he uses the glass on the layup. Birch has got his first basket of the night.
Boy, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
Young drives in. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Ross with it. Now guarded by Valentine. Carter Williams, the pass to Birch. Feeds it to Bamba. Again, the Magic score.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Fultz brings the double team. It's stolen by Fultz. Down low. Here's Bamba. The rebound by Young. The Bulls leading by 10. And the number 1 pick in 2017, Markelle Fultz out of Washington, 6'4". Clark, do you think he's more of a point guard or a 2?
Well, you know, at Washington, Kevin, I thought he showed the ability to score and assist at a high level. Coming out of college, I thought he had a chance to be really dynamic in both areas. Time will tell if that's the case, but I think playing the point could take some of the pressure off of his shot as he regains confidence in that part of his game.
Here's Harrison, and he converts the layup. Harrison's got his first 2 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Pass to Cornette. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And the Bulls get it back. Cornette kicks to Young. Pass to Valentine. Clock at 6. Fultz brings the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Chicago. Passes it to Dunn. Now Valentine. Carter Williams covering. It'll count. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 9 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now, LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. For Chicago, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
On the wing, Gordon. Now here's Ennis, guarded by Porter. Gordon dishes to Vucevic. Up again, and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
LaVine feeling it out a bit. Shoots the 3. Kept alive. The kick out to Porter. And there's the pass to LaVine. Rebound by Ennis. The Magic trail by 18. Here's Gordon. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one. Carter with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And then Carter with the jam.
And good execution by Levine with the pass. I mean, showing improved leadership skills there.
Now here's Ennis, guarded by Porter. Gordon, the pass to Vucevic. That one goes in. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And here's Levine. 9 points in the game so far. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
You know, you talk about the explosive athletes in the NBA, the most explosive athletes. I would think Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, this guy has great feet, tremendous speed, and he puts both to use on both ends of the floor.
The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. Satoransky comes in for White. And the athleticism is obvious for Gordon, but he continues, Clark, to still work on his skill game.
I love the fact that he's continuing to improve. He's grown as a shooter and a playmaker. He's always been a pretty good ball handler and passer. And we really forget how young he is, man. This guy still has a lot of room to grow.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Levine for three. The shot comes out, and Orlando will come the other way.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
From outside the arc, it's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
He gets it in there. 14 points for Vucevic.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Fultz, he's checked in for Fournier. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. Shaquille Harris comes in for Markkanen.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Vucevic. Got it. Good job in the low post. Vucevic has got 16 points.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Fultz kicks to Augustine. Gordon dishes to Ross. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 7. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Back to Fultz. He kicks it to Ross. Here's Vucevic. Got it off in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. DJ Augustine out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Ross in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Dunn. Offensive rebound.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Fultz, the pass to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 15 points for Aaron Gordon.
Hey, it's pretty simple when Gordon is connecting like he is now. I mean, you got to keep getting the ball to him. He often takes high-quality shots.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Ennis, he's checked in for the Magic. Chicago also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Markkanen in for Dunn. And there's the call on James Ennis. That is his first foul of the game. Levine's checked in for Denzel Valentine. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 4. Outside Gordon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gordon's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Markkanen finds Porter. Outside Levine. Back to Porter. Here's the 3. Shot clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Bulls lead by 5.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. For 3, Levine. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Porter kicks to Carter. For 3, Levine. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Levine has a quick release. Does not need much time to get his shot off.
Pass to Ennis. Vucevic with it. Puts the move on. Good work defensively by Carter.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Bean passes to White. Off target from three-point range. The Magic trail by 8. Through the three-point line, it's Augustine. Here's Vucevic. Kicks it to Fournier. He's looking for Gordon and finds him.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Outside Levine. Tipped away. Pass to White. Shot clock at 5. Back to Levine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Launches a 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
Passes it to Gordon. Back to Ennis. And the pass to Augustine. He kicks it to Ennis. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fournier's shot is off.
and close to making the defense pay for the
the power on that throwdown.
Boy, we've gotten used to seeing this from Levine, guys. He's a terrific scorer who I think continues to expand his game.
Augustine against White. Here's Gordon, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's foul number 2 for him. Chicago making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Fournier against Levine. 6 to shoot. Pass to Satoransky. There's the triple. It gets rebounded by Ennis. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for the Magic. 8-point game. Got a piece of it. Pass to Augustine. The feed to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. And it's Gordon missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Levine against Gordon. And Gordon over to help. Three-pointer, Markkanen. They get it back. From deep. Misses there. And so it's Chicago winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what...
where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game.
We are a lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Pacers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2. And Turner stays with it.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Levine feeling it out a bit. The high post shot. The offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Turner. And he recovers it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Levine, sinks the 15-footer. Levine's got 6 points. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren, they've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Now here's Levine. He has 6. Over Holiday. Levine can't hit. Holiday looking over the floor. Sinks the triple. He has 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Markkanen passes to White. Levine for 3. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Five to shoot. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Carter pulls it in. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Saransky's checked in for Levine.
Oh, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. 1:37 left in the first quarter, and it's good for 2.
Okay, that's the shot he loves. I mean, unless there's a guy right in his jersey, he's going to convert.
White finds Porter. Right side Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
era where quality stretch bigs are valued so highly, marketing fits right into the league's mold.
Oladipo dishes to Warren. The wide open look here for Oladipo. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
Pass to Satoransky. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Yeah, no, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive work.
Carter, the pass to White. Back to Carter. To the paint. Here's Porter. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Well, it's just a reminder that nothing comes easy in the NBA. I don't care who you're facing. You're not going to win if you're not at your best.
Now, here's Satoransky. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. No good from 11 feet. It's tipped. For three, Brogdon.
Does not take Porter lightly on defense. He's superb at getting his hands in the face of shooting.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn is out there with Valentine. Then it's Young, and it's Cornette in at the 5. Edmund Sumner's checked in for McDermott. To the inside. In transition, here come the Bulls. Pushing it up. Back to Valentine. Hutchison passes to Young. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. From 13, that's good on the jump shot. Dunn's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Bulls. Here's Sumner, defended by Young. Holiday buries it from about 10 feet away.
Wonderful execution from Holiday. Looking assured right there. Catching and shooting like this. It's all about getting Holiday into a rhythm.
The 8-footer. And scoring with the play inside is Young.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game. Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
Here's Valentine, and he banks in the layup. Valentine's got his first points in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Sumner passes to Sampson. Good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
To the left side wing. Dunn outside. Now here's Valentine. Not a lot of room. A rebound by Bitadze.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
McConnell passes to Bitadze. Sumner kicks to McConnell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The feed to Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Zach LaVine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Denzel Valentine. Done against Holiday. Outside LaVine. They grabbed their own miss. And no good that time. Pacers trail by 4. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Here's Sumner. Misses in close. The Bulls leading by 5. LaVine for 3. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Sumner's shot is off. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. It'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Well, Zach LaVine possesses a speed, press, and a burst that makes him a very tough matchup.
Yeah, and he has a great first step. I mean, when he's trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an edge to the hoop. He'll flush it on your head 9 times out of 10.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Chicago also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Zedaransky subbed in for Chris Dunn.
They get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LaVine kicks to Harrison. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 7. Here's McDermott. No good with the wing jumper.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Free throw good, LaVine.
You know, back in 2017, Zach LaVine tore his ACL, ended a promising season with Minnesota. That offseason, while rehabbing, LaVine was traded to the Bulls, but he used both events to fuel his career.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, it was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The biggest lead they were able to get out. And
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. Here's LaVine after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Now LaVine. And foul on the Shep. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Oladipo. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Holiday. The Bulls have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Oladipo.
Oh, wow! Nice! Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylan to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. A lot going wrong here.
Here's White following the score by Indiana. Releases. Levine can't hit.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones. Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the bucket.
Here is Porter following the basket by T.J. Warren. White with it, picked up by Turner. Carter, the pass to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Markkanen, Carter, the second chance points on the tip in. And the Bulls lead by 5.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Holiday against Levine. Now, here's Brogdon. It's stolen by Carter. And Levine, here we go. Plays it up off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Stellar awareness from Levine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athleticism.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Here's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. Fifth best, Doug McDermott.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 5. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Now, here's McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Nice shot by McDermott.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
And the serious dunk to finish it off.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Passes it to Bitadze. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Harrison. 46 seconds left in the third. Now, here's McConnell. Sadaransky covering. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from McConnell. Here's Sadaransky. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Sumner. And that one is hammered home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication. Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Now, here's Sadaransky. Tight defense on him, and he makes that one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Takes a three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. We've got Sadaransky. He's out there with Dunn. Valentine out there with Young. And it's Hutchinson in at the power forward. And here are the Pacers now. The Bulls getting the bucket. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 6. And the basket from McConnell. Here's Sadaransky. It's deflected. Young passes to Hutchison. From beyond the arc. Dunn misses. Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's McConnell. The shot from the low post is good. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Young dishes to Valentine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Dunn. McDermott with the double team. And Sadaransky kicks to Valentine. Just 4 to shoot. And the basket by Hutchison. Hutchinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
McConnell scanning the floor. Now here's McDermott. He's tightly guarded. Pass to McConnell. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Sampson, good. And McConnell gets the assist. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And Young, here we go. The pass to Sadaransky. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Carter kicks to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. Knocked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Now here is Carter. Can't connect from short range.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Here's Oladipo, and he overshot that one, missing. The Bulls leading by 4. Back to Porter, stolen by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Here's Brogdon, moves back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First free throw is good. Brogdon Brogdon hits them both.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
Markkanen finds White. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly has for White.
And that one falls for White. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pacers trail by 5. Holiday, the pass to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Levine, and the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 22 points.
This is what leaders do. Levine commanded the rocket coming through in the big spot.
And the shot goes in.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Turner with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. It's a three-point game. Oladipo misses. The Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Porter kicks to Levine. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing Levine capitalize in the clutch.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 9 in their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Brogdon inside the line. They get it again. And that one is off. And Chicago shooting it brilliantly here late. 60% from the field. And White kicks to Porter. Carter on the wing. Turner covering. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Porter. And it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
GA, this is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Levine with it. Outside, Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. Bean passes to Markkanen. And it's sent back by Turner. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Oladipo outside. Lets it go from the wing. Tips it up. And Warren able to finish. Now just a 2-point Bulls lead.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with...
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
Game.
The always busy and popular East 4th Street here in Cleveland are setting. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Bulls. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And, of course, Cleveland, they're at the bottom of the conference.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they're already looking to the offseason, and that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
The body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And it's Osman missing. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls.
When you watch Lauri Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Here's Sexton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
Free throw good, Sexton. You know, some people, Brent, have compared the hard-nosed Colin Sexton to Russell Westbrook. What do you think?
I think that might be overshooting it a little bit. Russell is Russell, quite frankly, but at 6'2" with those long arms, is he a bigger version of maybe Eric Bledsoe, who played his early years with the Clippers and now with the Bucks, where he can get out and defend, use that body and size a little bit to bowling ball his way into the interior and make some things happen.
For Chicago, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Levine. And the Bulls get it back. Carter finds Levine. Back to Carter. And stolen by Drummond. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Pass to Sexton. Carter pulls it in.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Levine. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Clock at 4. Levine inside the 3-point line. Again, Levine missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Rebound collected by Levine. Carter kicks to Porter. Back to Carter. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
The pass to Love. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So You get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
1:27 left in the first. Now, here's Garland. White covering. Garland with the bucket. Here's Levine, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Inside, here's Garland. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Now here's Levine, defended by Sexton. Levine passes to Carter. Clock at 6, releases from 15, and he knocks down the jumper. Levine's got his second bucket of the night.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Love the pass to Sexton. Here's Osman. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Precision shooting off of the pass. Love takes no time letting that one go.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Levine.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Porter, no luck. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Young. Dunn is out there with Sederance, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot. The Cavaliers trailing. Garland kicks to Nance. And again, it's Cleveland.
Capable from that kind of range, Larry Nance Jr. effective at using that area of the floor on that possession.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Yeah, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Garland, the pass to Windler. Left side, Nance. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. There's Garland, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making some changes. Denzel Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Dunn. Stolen. The drive by Nance. Up and in on the layup. Nance has got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Cornette, and Thompson sends it back.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And that one drops for him.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bulls trail by 4. Satoransky with it. Garland picks him up. Satoransky looking around. Now here's Valentine. Guarded by Porter. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And it's Denzel Valentine with the 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Outside, Porter takes the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Andre Drummond's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Colin Sexton in for Garland. Chicago also making some changes. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's White in for Satoransky. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Andre Drummond. He's putting up about 17 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
And that one's good, Harrison.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Yep, that one goes. Sexton's got 6.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Here's Harrison, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Bulls making a change also. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg, he just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
White finds Carter. Poked away. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And Porter, here we go. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Carter. Uncovered. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Bulls lead by 5.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here's Osman. And a miss there on the triple.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The shot's good.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
Valentine dishes to Porter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Sexton kicks to Drummond. Stolen by Carter. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. Good work there as it goes. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Valentine. That's in there. Carter with the assist. That's 7 points for Denzel Valentine.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Sexton. Drops in the tray.
Looking better and better from that range is Colin Sexton.
Valentine kicks to Porter. Carter at the elbow. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Nothing seemed to give way on. And that.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for John Beilein as we begin the second half. Here's Sexton. Love. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, how about the positioning there, Kevin? Just waiting on that side of the rim, knowing the ball was going to ricochet right to him.
And yes, it's good. And that's now 11 points for Colin Sexton.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming a long way?
What an impact.
Massive.
Yes.
And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides in a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Cornette kicks to Young, stolen by Thompson. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Nance, and Nance slams it in.
It's just so easy the way Larry Nance Jr. just gets up off the floor.
Young drives in. Here's Hutchison. Harrison passes to Hutchison. 4 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Sexton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And Cleveland making a change here. Porter's checked in. Pass to Windler. Here's Garland. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run. We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Here's Garland. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Porter. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit. Did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Garland, the pass to Porter. Here's Thompson. Here's Garland. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Now let's have a quick look at some of the league's top defenders in the season's second half. Thaddeus Young, number 1.
Defensively, he's been a club. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponents.
Chicago making some changes. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And Satoransky's subbed in for Harrison. Out to the wing. Dunn looking over the floor. Can they get it? And it's denied.
More of this from Larry Nance Jr. rising up and tossing that one away.
Here's Porter. Here's Nance. Pass to Garland. Here's Porter. Here's Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Thompson.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Sexton, he's checked in for Garland. Then for the Bulls, Markkanen, he's checked in for Valentine. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Dunn.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Thompson against Markkanen. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
The dish to Porter for the lead. Here's Thompson. The open look here for Sexton. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Sexton's got 16 points.
Sweet to be a difference maker in a game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
LaVine wide open. Connects on the 17-footer. LaVine's got his third bucket of the night. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Up in time. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Satoransky runs the point with LaVine at the 2. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. On the wing, Porter. Misses the 3.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
LaVine passes to Carter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Sexton with it. Now defended by LaVine. And a wide open look for Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Porter's got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland. The Bulls shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. LaVine can't hit. And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. They hit the road with that, first of a 5-game run. Nice shot by Thompson.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Over Porter. Thompson finds Porter. Yep, that one goes in there. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's LaVine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And in flashes, LaVine has shown he can be a star. Now he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love comes in for Thompson. And it's Garland in for Porter. White, he's checked in for the Bulls. Goes up to the stripe. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Bulls trail by 6. And Levine, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Levine's got 6 in the quarter.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Sexton dishes to Drummond. Love right side. Now the pass to Sexton. Lets it go with the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Bulls trail by 5. On the wing, Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Garland dishes it to Love. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Levine, good. Levine's got 8 points here in this quarter.
So aggressive once he gets high. Love how Levine stays after it when he gets it going.
Here's Sexton. A 3-pointer off the mark. Bulls trail by 4. And Levine, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Here's Garland, picks one up. First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Sexton with a shining moment here.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
But they'll get another chance. A second chance effort. Drummond. It falls.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Drake, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Marking it into the lane. Carter down low. He's guarded by Love. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Osman. Drummond finds Sexton. The 3. Here's Osman. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community, and the big news.
It's never easy to win on the road in the NBA, and by the look in the eyes of the Orlando and with,
well, the era of star-free,
it can be a circus. David, thanks. It's got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem, and it's Ennis in at the small forward. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot.
And quietly, DJ Augustine has become one of the game's better three-point shooters. This is an established player who finds ways to continue to be productive, guys.
Fournier against Levine. Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Back to Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season, because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Fournier finds Gordon, and the Magic can hold on to the ball. Now Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Fournier against Levine. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Body control, flair for the dramatic, Levine in style.
Ennis passes to Gordon. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Outside, Levine. Shoots over Fournier. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Fournier against Levine. And he drops it in from the low post. Levine's got his second bucket tonight.
This, to me, is where Levine's length can be a major advantage. Nice job attacking on the painted area.
Pass to Ennis. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Markkanen. In transition, here come the Bulls. Levine with the ball. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Saransky's checked in for Levine. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense. And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship. Well, shooters are necessary to win in this league, and Porter can provide that kind of floor spacing.
Here's Gordon. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Magic trail by 5. Passes it to Vucevic. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Satoransky with it. Defended now by Fournier.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. Gordon kicks to Ross. Pass to Vucevic. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Stolen by Satoransky. And here comes Wyatt, leading the fast break. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. Will it go? Carter pulls it in.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Valentine out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Young, and it's Cornette in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Bamba comes to help. Puts up a 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Here's Birch. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Birch has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Young dishes to Valentine. Here's Hutchison. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. The 3 from Valentine. Cans it from downtown. Valentine's got his first 3 points of the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Bamba passes to Birch. Good defensive work there by Young. The Bulls leading by 15. Here's Dunn. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Harrison's checked in for the Bulls. And a change for the Magic. Ennis is checked in. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a 3. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building 3. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Switch.
Shot, high post, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Dunn's got his second basket.
Well, the defense has to be better. Dunn is such a quick release on these mid-range jumpers.
Carter Williams, the pass to Bamba. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Thaddeus Young. a strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's right around 13 points a night, over 2.5 steals and 6 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Dunn passes to Levine. Here's Harrison. Back to Levine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Once again off the mark, Orlando. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
From 18 feet away, again Chicago.
Zach LaVine doing work in the mid-range. He's got that shot in his bag, yes, sir.
The Magic trail by 16. Stolen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Dunn's running. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Young with the steal. In the corner, it's Levine. Over to the wing. To the middle. Here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we've seen more face-up play at the power forward position these days, Doris. That works in favor of guys like Thaddeus Young.
Well, he is someone, Kevin, who has always thrived on quickness, his ability to drive and finish at the rim. He has developed his outside shot. This young man has paid a price to try to be more effective.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornett. Valentine comes in for Harrison, and Satoransky's subbed in for Chris Dunn. Kick out to Levine. They get it back. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. It's an 18-point game. Outside Fournier. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Valentine. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Valentine's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Here's Vucevic, and it's Orlando with another. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They're transitioning. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are in control of this game, up by 18. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming you.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Magic trail by 18. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Augustine. It's hauled in by the Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It is interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they they change their bodies over the course of their careers.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Chicago with the ball. Chicago leading by 18. And Levine, here we go. Oh.
Well, so dangerous, Levine. Can shoot the spot-up jumper from deep as well as put it on the deck.
Here's Gordon. Here's Vucevic. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. And with a quick break in the action, let's now take a look at the top rookie free throw shooters in the NBA. And you look at White, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
Some changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Harrison in for Zach LaVine. Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic. And it's Vucevic missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird if you like. Fantastic stretch 4 who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dunn comes in for White. And a switcher also for Orlando. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
And Augustine kicks to Bamba. Back to Augustine. Feeds it to Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
The pass to Harrison. Here's Hutchison. A three-pointer, no good. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic, down by 15. That's good from Augustine. The assist from Fultz. Augustine's got 6.
Listen, this is not easy for a 6-footer to get his points inside, but you can see the tenacity of DJ Augustine.
Down low, Cornett plays it up and banks it in. Cornett's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Carter. Valentine comes in for Luke Cornett. And Satoransky's subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Ken Burge is checked in for the Magic. Terrence Ross comes in for DJ Augustine.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Here's Birch. He kicks to Vucevic. Over Young. And it's Vucevic missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It's blocked.
Boy, his vertical makes Terrence Ross an A+ shot blocker for his size. This guy, his main duty's on the perimeter, but he'll get his share of blocks.
Gordon, the pass to Birch. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Birch has got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Dunn passes to Satoransky. Back to Dunn. Poked loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Chicago making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And Levine subbed in for Chris Dunn. Ennis, he's checked in for the Magic. Here's Vucevic. The Magic again can't hit.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Lauri Markkanen is out there at Porter. And it's Valentine in at the small forward position. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Deflects the pass. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And Orlando making a change here. Augustine's checked in with the fadeaway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
You've got to be careful how you guard Nikola Vucevic. This guy is so good at forcing the defense to hit him on the way to the cup.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Free throw good, Levine. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Here's Levine. And again, Chicago, no good. The Magic trail by 15. Ennis kicks to Vucevic. Augustine with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Beyond the arc. That's good from Augustine. The assist by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 assists tonight.
What a pretty looking catch and shoot situation. DJ Augustine.
Levine dishes to Markkanen, and he comes up with the deuce. Markkanen's got his first points of the game.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Ennis passes to Vucevic. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Carter. The Bulls leading by 14. Here's Levine. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Stolen by Carter. Right side, Porter. To the paint. Shoots over Fournier. Another shot. And that one's good by Porter. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Well, the motor is on full display right now for Otto Porter. He is getting after it on the glass.
Outside Fournier. Magic moving the ball around. To the right side. All sorts of time. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And he gets it to go.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Outside Gordon. He feeds it to Vucevic. He's off on that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Levine kicks to Carter. Levine looking around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
That free throw, no good. First, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And what we've seen recently from Zach LaVine is his willingness to embrace more responsibility. And that has helped him become one of the game's most prolific scorers.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zach LaVine.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Frazier kicks to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Carter Williams, and it's in there.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Bulls.
And here's LaVine. Pass to Cornette. From deep three-point range, the putback. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
Nightfall in the Windy City. And
well, Victor Oladipo.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's White in at the point. Now here's Brogdon. The kick out to Oladipo. Clock at 6. Passes to Warren. Markkanen pulls it in. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago.
And there's no doubt that this team views Lauri Markkanen as a big part of their future. Many slept on Markkanen in the draft, but he could be a star.
Holiday against Levine. Holiday gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Markkanen. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. As you said, Smitty, Markkanen has the potential to be an all-star someday.
He's not quite there yet, Kevin. Not by any means. Needs to take a jump forward and go from being a shooter to an all-around scorer.
Holiday dishes to Warren. Stolen by Levine. Markkanen passes to Levine. Here's Carter. Back to Markkanen. Levine wide open. Good on the triple.
Nice form. The elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
Brogdon with it. Now defended by Markkanen. The shot by Turner no good. Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Porter, here we go. Levine for 3, and the Bulls another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Holiday, the pass to Warren. Pass to Brogdon. 6 to shoot. And stolen by White. Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
You see the acceleration of Levine on the dribble drive. That's hard to contain.
Outside Holiday. Back to Brogdon. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Saransky's checked in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's done in for White. Here's Holiday after the made shot from Zach LaVine. The pass to Brogdon. Indiana moving it around. Now here's McDermott, defended by Young. And Turner kicks to Warren. Clock at 4. Indiana again missing.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance. Brogdon finds Holiday. Up again, and Turner stays with it.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
On the wing, Levine. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Cornett. Levine deciding where to go with it. Young on the follow.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pacers trail by 8. Holiday attacking, and it's blocked. Passes it to Young. Stolen by Warren. Here's Holiday, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
And fouling a real solid free throw shooter. Justin being more aggressive now, which means more trips to the stripe.
Some changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Young. Denzel Valentine comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's Harrison in for Dunn. And that one's good, Harrison.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Holiday. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Cornette. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 8-point game. And they pick up 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic. Here's Sumner. Banked in off the glass.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Here's Harrison. He averages about 5 points a game. Pulls up on the wing, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. The Bulls leading by 10.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
Satoransky, the pass to Hutchison. Basket counts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Satoransky. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with LaVine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
And there's the pass to Valentine. Feeds it to White. The layup missed.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And Sumner gets it to go. Sumner's got his second bucket of the night.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And he jams it with authority.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Harrison tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Chicago making some changes. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Valentine. In Indiana with a change here, too. Holiday's checked in. McConnell kicks to Holiday. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. The Bulls leading by 9. Right side, Markkanen. Back to Porter. And here is Markkanen. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. And it's White missing. The Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And finished off by Oladipo.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. The kick out to Porter. High post shot. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Pacers trail by 7.
Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season. Traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
So for the Bulls, Young's checked in for Wendell Carter. Zach LaVine comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's done in for White. Pass to Markkanen. And the layup is good. And the Bulls lead by 6. Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter, something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future. Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter, just too slow to rotate.
Bulls moving the ball around. And Young kicks to Porter. Passes it to Dunn. Oladipo against LaVine. Markkanen dishes to LaVine. Another 3 for Chicago.
Oh yeah, it's going to be payback. LaVine matching threes and making plays.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And he's clearly led the way offensively.
He went. The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Satoransky's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Then for the Pacers, Justin Holiday's checked in for Oladipo. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Turner finds Holiday. Drains the three-pointer. Holiday's got 5.
Maybe not the most dynamic player off the dribble, but Justin looks good when he's being fed.
Markkanen passes to Young. Back to Markkanen. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Chicago. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They trail by 3, and they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
15 seconds left now here in the second. There's the 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. And LaVine with the slam.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
McDermott for 3. He can't get that one to fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fair. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He ended up with 17 points. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5. Here's White. And he drops in the layup off the glass. White's got his first basket. Smitty, certain guys, due to their size or just playing style, are harder to officiate than others. I've always believed that.
It is. I mean, back in my day, it was Shaq. How do you officiate him? Is he creating contact or he is absorbing contact? James Harden at a guard spot is one of those guys. Giannis, I also think, is one of those guys. And Russell Westbrook. Those are my guys I think that are playing right now.
They're just such different players, aren't they? I mean, they're just very difficult to officiate.
And they play through contact well.
Yes, good point.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire. And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Inside. Here's Turner, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Carter drives in, and then Carter with the dunk.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
LaVine against Holiday. Shoots. Offensive rebound. And Markkanen on the follow. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Count that one.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's LaVine. That one a little long. Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Oladipo. It's deflected. Porter with the steal. Here's LaVine. Again, LaVine missing. Pacers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And the wide open shot from Warren hits the three-point bomb.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
For 3, LaVine, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
To the inside. And Turner kicks to Warren. Shoots over White. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The Bulls leading by 5. Dishes it to LaVine. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Indiana making some changes. Now here's McConnell. Dunn covering. A shot by McConnell, no good. Well, Chicago's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Dunn passes to Cornette. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Sumner. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And 1:01 left in the third. And he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now the pass to Bitadze. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
From past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in. Bitadze's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Cornette gets it to go.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Sumner kicks to McConnell. For the tie. Kept alive with 2 seconds left.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And at the close of the third, head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines.
You got to stop that ball. All right.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
And the Bulls making a change here. Carter's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Ogden's checked in. Carter down low. And that one is good.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Left side, Turner. Good on the bucket.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation, when he looks to take over.
Left side, Markkanen. It's not going to go for him. So Indiana will take it the other way. Outside to Brogdon. Over Levine. The shot by Brogdon, no good. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
Holiday dishes to Sampson. So for the Bulls, Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White and for Satoransky. Indiana also making some changes. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Victor Oladipo comes in for Doug McDermott. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Justin Holiday.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters. They come through in those positions.
And White kicks to Markkanen. Here's Oladipo. Lays it up off the glass. Oladipo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
Terrific vision there with that pass. Hit his teammate perfectly in transition.
Kick out to Levine. Looking to end the run. It's good. Levine's got 9 points here in the second half.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
Back to Holiday. Fires for 3. Second chance shot. The kick out to Oladipo. Warren trying to break loose. Oladipo misses. Chicago trailing here. Right the pass to Levine. And the shot is good. Levine's got 28.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Oladipo dishes to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Oladipo, the pass to Warren. Good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
LaVine. Yes!
If you want to know what Zach LaVine is made of, you just found out.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Brogdon against White. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Porter. And Oladipo pulls it down. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And the shot by Warren, no good. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
LaVine with it. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Drafted 13th overall because of his great length and athleticism. Zach LaVine has really rounded out his skill set. Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 3. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
That'll be a 5-second call. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball.
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is...
And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down the tunnel earlier. Now it's ended up.
Well, we're seeing a...
To talk about this, David, some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point. And for the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And stolen by White. Levine with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Kevin Love. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland for 3. Unable to get that one. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does.
Here's Osman. Second shot opportunity. Up again, and Love with his second chance points.
Oh, you got to put a body on Kevin Love. He's incredible at getting the position he needs on the boards.
Inside, Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Cleveland gets it back. Love kicks to Garland. Shoots over White. No good off the back of the rim.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Now here's Levine. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
Oh, look, Porter uses his length well on the offensive glass. Remarkable at hitting the boards and coming away with the rebound.
Here's Sexton. The three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
White with it. Garland picks him up. And White slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Garland. No good with the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. That one falls.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
To the middle, here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Sexton. Markkanen pulls it in. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Leading by 5. And then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, with noteworthy length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Now here's Drummond. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And don't leave out his rebounding, Kevin. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
And they get it back. Love can't hit.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Here's Dunn. Got a piece of it. And he's able to get it back.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Sexton slams it in.
And this is why you got to prevent Sexton from getting in the lane. Once he does, he just explodes towards the basket.
Hutchison passes to Young. Here's Hutchison. Pass to Cornette. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up. Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Nance in for Kevin Love. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And Porter, here we go. And he gets the bucket. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hutchison. The offensive rebound. And Young kicks to Dunn. Here's Hutchison. And the Bulls with another miss.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Here's Dunn. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Satoransky with 1 on the clock, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 2. From and buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Young out there with Valentine. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Cornette in at the 5. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Harrison passes to Dunn. Back to Harrison. Here's Cornette. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Sexton dishes to Nance. Hangs in the air. Nice move. And Nance slams it in.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him. Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
You know, we've seen this with Sexton in college, and he can get into a zone and just take over a game offensively. That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And they're in the thick of this long road run. That's the 3rd of 7 straight on the road. The shot's good from Nance.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Cornette can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And stolen by Dunn. Back to Harrison. 3-pointer on the way. Dunn misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cavaliers. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Porter. Sexton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs. Here's Cornette. Here's Young. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Left side Nance. Young with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Valentine wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Levine can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Feeds to Love. Kicks it to Garland from deep. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. That's good from Carter.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Saransky's checked in for White.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Cleveland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He hits the second from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And Levine, here we go. Trying to get open is Carter. Levine, good. Levine's got 7 points.
Stellar awareness from Levine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athleticism.
Garland, the pass to Love. Shoots over Markkanen. The wide open look here for Garland. Sinks the three-pointer.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
There's the lob to Markkanen. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Chicago making a switch here. Porter's checked in. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Bulls in Chicago. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Love at the elbow. Takes the 13-footer. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Garland with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. This one for 3. It's deflected. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Chicago came ready to play. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some... That's all for now. Say goodbye.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And last season, Otto Porter on the move, Chris. He was traded at the deadline to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, and he has fit right in since joining the Bulls. I mean, they needed his outside shooting. Porter is still very young and can grow to be a part of this young Bulls core.
Fans, just broadcasters, love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too long.
Right.
Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
Markkanen kicks to White. On the wing, Levine. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Garland, the pass to Love, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable, getting around 24 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with this play here of late.
Absolutely. And now the question is, can he build from this? Or will he regress back to the mean? We'll see.
Good on the shot.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Garland kicks to Osman. From deep. Here's Drummond. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Drummond's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, he attacks the glass with a ferocity that you have to see to believe. Rebounding, that's his forte.
Carter down low. Markkanen trying to break loose. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Garland, the pass to Love. Fires it up. Another shot. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Valentine shot good.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Garland, the pass to Windler. And the 3 ball is good. Windler's got 6.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Markkanen, Carter controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Some changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen, and it's Shaquille Harrison in for Porter. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Valentine, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Sexton kicks to Nance. Cleveland moving the ball around. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Bulls now. And so Young will bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Harrison. Passes to Cornette. He kicks it to White. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Porter's got his third basket of the night right there.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Porter. Back to Harrison. And the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
To the left wing. Sexton, the pass to Thompson. Here's Garland. And Thompson kicks to Sexton. No good on the three. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Harrison. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. And here is Garland. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Satoransky, finished off the break.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
No, he gets it off before the horn.
How about that?
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Dunn is out there with Satoransky. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Carter finds Satoransky. Back to Carter. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And the basket by Hutchinson.
A solid passer at his position. Carter Jr. does a nice job there, giving it up to his teammate.
Garland dishes to Nance. To the wing on the left. Here's Sexton. Second chance shot. Here's Thompson. Doesn't go for him. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. LaVine passes to Hutchinson. LaVine trying to free himself up. Count the basket. Hutchinson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls. The Cavaliers shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Here's Thompson over Carter. Here's Nance, the second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. And that one's good. Osman. Osman's got his first points of the night. Stolen away, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Cleveland also making some changes. Andre Drummond comes in for Thompson, and it's Kevin Love in for Nance. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's LaVine, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
The athleticism of LaVine, it makes him a hard guy to cover. I mean, he loves getting the contact.
And so LaVine nails both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers again can't hit. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 12. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
The clean trash-talking fans. However, you suck. You can't shoot. So what? You just dunked on the whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that come in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
Count it.
It's encouraging whenever Levine connects from mid-range. I mean, he's showing he wants to get better from it.
There's Garland. They get it again. Cleveland moving the ball around. Sexton's shot is good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Markkanen, good.
In an era where quality stretch bigs are valued so highly, Markkanen fits right into the league's mold.
From downtown, it's all in by the Bulls.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bulls.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zach LaVine.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Markkanen kicks to LaVine. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. That one misses. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
On the wing, LaVine. And stolen by Drummond. Out on his own on the break. And that one's good. Osman.
Whenever Drummond is hustling like this, it helps, making himself a big target in transition.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid.